You don't just find out; they tell you ahead of time.
No, he didn't tell us what it was gonna be about.
They're not supposed to.
So.
You're supposed to be prepared. You're supposed to be prepared, my consa.
Then I was gonna go take home yesterday for Spanish. Today she got me mad. I didn't even go back.
What's good, Amiga? What's cracking like him? You studied? Do I have to? Do I have to? Oh, what it do? Chilling right here, my boy. What's good with you? What up? What's cracking like it, my boy? My cousin got drunk. Serio? So early? Damn, my boy. Fool ain't playing, huh? 910, what to do? I say you chilling right here, carnal. Oh, Sinaloa. What's cracking like it, my boy? Shout out to the Raza. Came to my crib to get pedo. Pero so early? Normally, you gotta get there, What up, G? What's good with you, 831? Then his girl came and started fighting. Oh, man. Oh, so it's all bad, huh? I sent you an email about the local. Oh, I know. I replied already, my boy. Bessie G, that's right. The owls are definitely up in the building. Woo, woo. Yeah, I feel you. That is nothing but pedo. Yeah, that's the worst thing, my boy. When they go to your pad, nomás to cause pedos. It's like, what does it look like? Jerry Springer, Jose Luis, Maury, Montel, Oprah, Ricky Lake. From the 925 Bay Area. That's right. Shout out to the Bay. Hanging with the hood. So that's right, my boy. Williamson. I'm fucking angry with. Nah, my boy. Smoke on the grief. What's good with you, Jesus? That's right. Hello, my kind sir. Shadow Pit. What's cracking like it? We shielding. I see the YouTube Yarda hitter in here. Oh, yeah, that's the main head, my boy. You already know. Doing pegadas and all kinds of stuff. It'd be active. It'd be active on the Yarda. I know nothing about none of that, though. I'm from Western. That's right. Oh, 831 is definitely up in the building. What's good with you, bro? How you been doing? Firme or what? Was I at the wrong time? Nah, my boy. Because they came in, they fuck shit up, bro. Come on now. You know what I mean? Like, you deal with that shit on your own turn. You know what I mean? Are they going to bring it to you? You know what I mean? Like, that's not right either. Like, you right there trying to chill, have a good time, they just come and fuck shit up. Because they got to work it out on themselves. Ain't nothing you can do, you know what I mean? I don't think I was. Nah, you weren't that man. Shout out to Richmond. Woo woo. Shout out to everybody in Richmond except Daffy. Everybody except Daffy. Likewise, carnal, you already know. Respetos out to 503. That's right. Woo, shout out to the 503. That was like, I forgot, like it's everybody except Richmond. Everybody except Daffy Daffy. Doing good, bro, in school hard. That's right, homie. That's what I like to hear. I know. Hey, you know what? I know you don't got time to do stuff, but it'll pay off later on in the future, homie. Like, like when you have it already all made and set, my boy, you'll be able to enjoy yourself. Compared to enjoying yourself now and then later on struggling in life. You know what I mean? So you're doing it the right way. You're educating yourself now and then later on you enjoy life instead of, the backwards. Because like we were living it up and now we're suffering. So I mean, it's like, you know, you gotta do it the right way.
Watch, check your server. Alright, yeah.
And anybody that didn't educate themselves in drugs, they'll tell you, my boy, that they regret it. So if anything you're doing, you're good. I didn't even know that he was from. He was from, where's he from? Richmond, so 13, no? Or what? Because he was an upstater, no? He rapped with the homies up there or something like that. I didn't even know who homies was, to be honest with you. It wasn't until I seen that video that they put out, and I was just like, that made no sense in that video at all. That was one of the most dumbest videos I have ever seen in my life. It is like, what did you think being a homeboy was? Like, no, man, that fool had it all twisted. Like, I don't know. To me, it's almost like if he never hanged around homies, and then he went that one day, got drunk, and then he got jumped in or something. Like, like that's what happened. Because what he was saying was making no sense, bro. I was just scratching my head, like, what the hell is he talking about? Like, what? Though? You never hanged around with homies or what? I didn't know. Serio, huh? Puros calzones, güey. Está cabrón. Yeah, bro, that shit was the most dumbest shit I have ever heard in my life, bro. Like, I could understand people being mad because whatever reasons, maybe they had some issues in there, whatever. But for him to say the shit he was saying, I was just like, the fucking guy, dude. That shit was mind-blowing. Guess what, though? I got 45K on my video called Aslan. That's right, carnal. Doing your thing. It's so funny, but I love the way you... Don't get me wrong. No, I went hard for Halloween. Serio? What'd you do for Halloween?
Or just, wear a long sleeve and then wear...
Oh, so he was from Frontline? Oh, damn. That's crazy. Órale. Damn, you would think that vato would know better, no? Like, oh, it's almost like he missed the clutch shot. Like, he was just there for the alcohol and drugs. What are my boy Shadow? Saludos. Hey, likewise, Danny boy. Órale. Oh, he's white. Northside Pasa showing love. That's right. Shout out to Pasa. Nah, but that fool, it sounds like he didn't even know what it is to be a homeboy. He was talking reckless. I was like, what the hell? He was even dissing the suit. Like, that fool was tripping. But bueno, you know. Fully laced out, rocking in Alabama, homie, big homie. That's right, in Alabama. How's it out there? Está cabrón, no? Give us a shadow. What's good with you, Poncho? Oh, what's good with you, Telly? What's kind of like it? They got because they started. Damn, he went out like that. Gee, that's grave. You think there's a secret agenda they have the upstate Southsiders looking back because Nah. What it is that people barely found out about that guy or whatever, and somebody probably like, you know, seen it and was like, oh shit, what the hell, and put it out there, and that's why it started going like viral or whatever, you know what I mean? Somebody who had like a lot of viewing just put it out there and stuff like that, but it's never done to like purposely make them look bad or stuff like that. It's more like oh, if you guys are fucking with this person, this was, you know, over here, like, you know, doing this and that or whatever, because there's a lot of people that didn't know, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't know, like, you know, I didn't even know who the vato was, but let's say if I would have bumped into his music, oh, damn, I would have been rocking that shit, you know, not knowing that, you know, because I didn't know who he was, you know what I'm saying? So, I could have bumped into his music and been like, oh, you know, we here bumping it and not knowing that vato was, you know, trash or whatever. And I could call him trash because of what he was saying, you know, like, only because it was so stupid. It was only so stupid because he didn't want to accept no blame. Like he was trying to put the blame somewhere else. Like the fuck, like bro, you know what it is. Like don't act brand new. Like you knew what the program was. Like so why you acting? Why you acting brand new for? Like I don't listen to nobody. Like the fuck did you think this game was? You got 3.6. I know that shit's crazy, huh? Never would have thought. I owe it all to you guys. You know what I mean? Gracias. Ever since that OG got locked up, STG wasn't spread right. But that should fall like on every homie to like like school the next man. And not just on one person. You know what I mean? Like you always want to make sure that your homies are well laced. You get what I mean? It's up to homies like taking it upon themselves, because the neighborhood just doesn't revolve around one person. It's like it revolves around everybody. So you want to make sure that you just lace them because not for the best interest of your neighborhood, but for the best interest of that person, because he might get himself in a situation like he ended up in, and he would know how to conduct himself instead of being out there like a you know what I mean, clueless. Because he was talking like if like what he was saying was like people would agree with that or something like that. Like, ain't nobody gonna agree with your ass. Like, but as for people when they say that upstaters look bad, no, they don't. Every time anybody like that, like something like is homed in on that doesn't make an upstater look better because they don't speak for all of upstate. They don't reflect of all upstaters. They only reflect on themselves. So when somebody is on there and they look the way that they look, that doesn't fall back on all of upstate. It only falls back on them. You know what I mean? Just because one of your homies from your neighborhood, fell off or whatever, doesn't mean that the whole neighborhood is trash. So no homie down here will see that. Oh, see, all upstaters are like that. You know what I mean? Maybe here on the internet, you'll have fools saying that shit, but out here, homies don't see it like that. Because it only falls on one individual. Like, okay, this fool, because of this fool just wasn't laced or didn't pay attention. But it doesn't mean like, oh, that whole barrio, that whole lado's trash. Nah. Because for them fools to do what they do up there, because that shit is not easy. I mean, they wouldn't even be able to do that or have even been able to do that if all of them fools were like that. You know what I mean? So it's stupid for individuals to want to see it like that. But I'm saying the only ones that will say stuff like that is the people that have no, like, they're not even from this world. So it's like, I'm telling you, all the big mouths are always people that are not from the streets. Much love from Bell Gardens. Notorious. That's right. Shout out to NTS. Did you find the shit? No, yeah. Well, Silent 200 was right though. They had it with him in hell. Yeah, probably not. You know what I mean? Like I said, people are really finding out about this stuff, and but like I said, and it's for the right reason because it's like, for all homies were over here bumping that shit, not knowing. Because like I told you, I didn't know. You know what I mean? So maybe they knew because they're from the area, but we didn't know. So we probably over here bumping, or there's probably homies bumping his rolas and they didn't even know. You know what I mean? So if anything, it was a good thing. What are we talking about today? Oh, right here, my boy, we just wing it. Wait, look behind you. Oh, we always have water, carnal. Do you know any Southwest Cholos from Houston, Texas? I know there's homeboys out there. I know they have a lot of neighbors. I know they have like Southwest Cholos. I know they have the Vagos, 18. What's the other one? I know they have gang of neighbors out there. His lyrics was dope, but you can't be fake. Yeah, you can, bro. I don't know if he was trying to salvage his career when he tried to give that explanation or what he was trying to do with that, but it's like, bro. You know what I mean? Like, that was just... Like, you were just better off just not saying nothing. That just made it worse. Like you just made yourself look stupid. Which one, carnal? Alex Jones. I'm just chilling at home right now. Hey, it's cold, bro. It's be cold. Join T gang. You already know, carnal. I got yours ready to go. How's the weather down there, bro? Nah, it's cold today, bro. Today is windy and cold. It's windy and cold today. Because it was raining last night, so it's like chilly today, bro. We got that chilly weather. Saludos del parte de YG from Aslan 13 doing live. And Selena, that's right. Shout out to Selena's and Aslan. No, I'm doing wrong. Thing always include jail, death, and comments. Yeah, real talk, bro. The only reward you're gonna get from here, too. Does anyone know who's from LTC? LTC? What's LTC? Advice on how to pull hyenas? No mames. I never made a video like that. So come to find out that the dude from Mingos caught a bullet by one of his own. Damn, serio? For what though? Do you know like what happened or what? Shots fired and he was caught in the crowd. Oh, so he died by accident. See, that's the worst way to go, bro. When you die by accident, bro. Like if someone's gonna smoke me, let it be because of our pedos. Like, don't let it be for mistaken identity or for some shit like that. Cause that's like that's the worst way to go. Nah, people don't believe in throwing it down. You want to know why they don't throw down no more, my boy? And why they just rather shoot and kill? Because nowadays people are scared because they know that everybody's recording, right? So since everybody records and puts it up online, everyone is scared to lose the fight because they might get made fun of because it'll get uploaded to the internet. They know this. And since they care so much about what everybody else thinks and they don't want to look weak or foolish to the world, you know, because they'll get uploaded onto the internet and they're afraid they might get made fun of. They rather not take the risk of losing the fight, so that's why they just rather shoot and kill now. Because they're scared of what the world might think and make fun of them. Because the opinion of these strangers means that much to everybody. You get what I'm saying? So since they don't want to be made fun of because they care too much about what everybody else thinks, they don't fight no more. They just rather shoot and kill. Because at least like that, they know they can't lose. And that's what it is, bro. That's honest to God, fool. That's what it comes down to. That's why fools don't throw down no more. Because they know someone's recording. They know it's going to get uploaded. They'd rather not take the chance. That's crazy, you know. The opinion of strangers means that much. Oh, yeah, in our time, yeah. Hell yeah. Win or lose. Doesn't even matter. But nowadays, fool, people care too much about what everyone else thinks. Kind of supposed to find out chomos are on a level 2 SMY. I know chomos are on a level 2 SMY. I think those got to the chomo. Okay. No, this is why I fuck with your channel. Always keep me around. Yeah, my boy, like, you know, like everyone else that says everything else, you know why they do and talk the manners that they talk is because they know that that's going to get people to view with them. And like, because somebody that's come on here talking nothing but trash and shit like that is going to get all the idiots to support that. You know what I mean? And what we know about is there's a lot of idiots online. So, you know, that they know that that's how they'll get the views if they just tell them what they want to hear. You know, if I start talking reckless right now and I start talking shit about all these fools, whatever, you know, this shit will get all kinds of views and likes because I'm talking reckless. But since I bring ration and reason, people don't really like that kind of response. They're like, they kind of want to hear me go, fuck that. It's fucking trash, bro. That ain't being real. Ain't nothing real about that. La verdad les duele, bro. The truth hurts. Because they think that that's what because their whole life they thought that that's what it meant to be gangster. Somebody lied to them. Fucking motherfucker, why you bring your homie, your dad? Taco Blast is one of them. Oh yeah, Taco Blast is big. They're one of the largest. Shout outs from Tunerville. That's right, Los Dukes tees up. Shout out, that's right. Shout out to Tunerville. Woo woo. What up, bro? What's cracking like in my boy? Hey, I wanted to ask, have you listened to Down, aka Kilo from Colonia? Any other songs you like from him? I have heard a few, and yeah, he does have some that are good. He does have some that are good. He was talented. He was talented. I was not a fan of the elbows up side to side song. I mean, I know people, I know people dig that one, but I know he has several rolas that were firme. You know, he was more of a no like mainstream type of guy. You know what I mean? So like, I really didn't mess with his music all that much, but he did have good songs. He did have talent though, no doubt about that. Besides his hit songs, yeah, you know, that's the thing. I never liked his hit songs. But I did dig his the rest of the rolas. I have like two of his CDs. He does have some that are like firme, you know, because you could tell that he really gave it some thought in the other rolas. Well, and this one is kind of like you're making a song telling people what they assume or want to hear. You know what I mean? That's like what everybody thinks a gangster is. You give them that. The video about actives and non-actives from the streets. If I know someone or a snitch or deal, nah, yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, I could only come and be honest right here. Like, you should never look down, you know, on people like that. You know, especially if you're not from the streets, because like it shouldn't matter to people that are not gang related, like what somebody is or isn't, because those rules and that life doesn't apply to everyday people. You know what I mean? You only a snitch like considered in the gang world because you guys took a pledge and an oath, you know, to live by these standards. And if you break them, then that's why. You know what I mean? But those who are not from the streets, they don't live by those codes. So why would they call people snitches or dropouts and stuff like that? You know what I mean? If they didn't make that oath and that pact and stuff like that, so it shouldn't, you know, and they shouldn't matter to them. And like I said, what people don't understand, especially you know in the world, because it goes without getting regulated, is that they think just because somebody dropped out or is a snitch or whatever that makes them weenies or punks and stuff. When it doesn't, you know what I mean? It means that the decision was a weak decision, but not them themselves. You know what I mean? But that's one thing that people don't teach these vatos, you know, because they go around thinking, oh, these fools are soft and they won't do nothing. Like, well, they're the same ones. Let's knock your head off your shoulders, bro. Their decision was weak, not them themselves. You know, and it's that fact that people go out and just run their mouths without, you know.
You're not that funny, Mom.
But it is what it is.
I think tomorrow's gonna be like 65 degrees.
Damn, then that's gonna be cold as hell.
Well, at least I'm off tomorrow. So
Oh, that's one of the night when it was gonna be 49, no, or
that's
30.
the nighttime.
No one wants to take L's. Yeah, nobody wants to take L's no more, bro. Nobody wants to take L's no more, homie. They're scared of them, bro, because, oh my God, what might the internet think of me? When in reality, a fight is not about winning or losing. It's about having the courage to fight, not letting yourself not letting yourself get punked. Even if you lose the fight, you didn't let yourself. That is the purpose. The purpose is not about winning or losing. The purpose is not letting yourself. That's what the fight is about. So, because if you win, what are you celebrating? You just picked on somebody that's weaker than you. So, what is that? So, what are you gloating about? You know what I mean? Like, it's not about winning. It's not about losing. The fight is about not letting yourself and having the courage to stand up to these individuals. That is the purpose of it. Because you can lose the fight. He could try to pick on you again and you fight again. You could lose again. You could fight again. You lose again and again and again and again. As long as you don't give up and as long as you don't let yourself. That is the purpose. But nowadays, the world's got it twisted, bro. And see, that's what happens when you don't school these youngsters. You don't teach them, you know, the purpose of things. They just start thinking that it's about stuff that it's not even about. That's why when I hear all these people talk and they act like if they know what the game is or how it is or why people do what they do and stuff like that, it's like, shut up. You're watching too many movies. And you learn the hard way in this life, bro. In this life, you learn the hard way. Because I made each and every one of these mistakes and I got regulated. You know what I mean? Because they'll teach you, like, you'll learn, you know what I mean? One way or another. It's not because I never made none of these mistakes and I think I'm perfect. No, I made each and every one of them. And the homies corrected them. That's what the older homies are supposed to do. And how that way now homies don't make the same mistakes you made. You make sure that you school them, and that way they don't, What do you say about fights? Yeah, bro, they don't want to take the L's, bro, for that reason. I guarantee you that that's the reason why, bro, because they know eyes are watching. And they know that all these videos that you see people uploading, people are in the comments, talking shit or making jokes. And it's like, bro, don't ever sweat none of these individuals, because all them fools that are talking all that high power stuff or making all them jokes have never gotten in a fight a day in their lives. You know what I mean? Them fools recording, clowning and everything, them fools weren't not getting a fight. Them fools wouldn't even fight a day in their life. That's why they're talking all that madness. So all these fools that always want to say, I would have done this or I would have done that, it would have been different. It would shut up. Not good enough. When Quavo walked away, he bumped into the dude and threw a fork punch. Oh, all right. So Quavo started it? Yeah, that vato's dug in it, huh? Social media is what fuels everyone's character. Facts, bro. Facts. I say this just because someone comes on here and makes a video, and if the video gets 500 likes, bro, that person thinks he's right all of a sudden because of the number of likes he has gotten, that he thinks that what he's saying is truthful. But it's like, you may got 500 likes, but what if now 14,000 people disagree with you? Now you're not looking so saucy. You know what I mean? So it's like, don't let them views and likes deceive you, just thinking because you got all those likes that you think you're right. You know what I mean? It just means that those 500 ignorant people think like you. Don't make it facts. Don't make it true. Don't make you right. But see, people get caught in that illusion, bro. And it fuels that ego. You got to humble yourself. You got to put yourself on check. Just because somebody's agreeing with you, whatever, don't let it go to your head. Because in this world, we could all be wrong about, something. That's why when I hear people talking, like, let's say that they're saying something, they're disagreeing with me, right? I hear them out because potentially they could be right and I could be wrong. You know what I mean? That's why I hear it out. That's why I give them a chance. If people be like, why are they just full of talking shit and all this and that? Like, why are you hearing them out for? For that reason, though, because they could potentially be right. I'm not coming on here saying that I'm right. When you go into a debate, you have to be open-minded, because if you go already, with your mindset or whatever, then, bro, there's no point of talking if you're not willing to hear the other side out. Because potentially, they could make some valid points. If I have to, in some cases, yeah, I feel you, because there's sometimes if a person comes, like weapon, and you have no choice, you got to do what you got to do. Because you just never know. Shadows faded, black tea. Oh, man. I got to give that person a wrench. That was good. That made my day right there. Hey, but I got to deduct points for you to put the MC part, bro. Come on now. No, I was going to give you a wrench, carnal. But now I'm starting to see that you lacking, homie. Before the split between before South and North, was the guy in Los Angeles ripping 13? Oh, I don't know. I don't know anything about that, bro. I don't talk about that kind of stuff on here. That's why I appreciate you. You can roast me, dog. I'll be glad to help you. Why would I roast you? In the late 90s, Shadow and Little One was one. They got down there. Was it the Misters? No. Wait. Yeah, it was the Misters. The Misters, no. Because I know Little Rob and Shadow was the Mayhems clique. Then Little One and Shadow was the Misters. That's a badass. Those CDs were banging. Both of them, no, or three. Did they do three? I think they did three. I'm not sure. That's why I saw. I can help you. Well, when it comes to survival for your life, no one is easy of a takedown. You know what I mean? When somebody's fighting for their life, bro, it's gonna be a mission regardless. Make your documentary. Asla versus. What's in mierdas? Oh, madre. Madre mes. I would have to talk to some homies from those neighborhoods to make sure that it's all good. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to step on no toes. In your old photos, you're gonna like you look like. Did I? I don't know. Like maybe because we're both dark, no? he was a really good rapper though. I'm not gonna lie. He's one of the best. He lives to see another day. Dijo el padre de Craig. Shadow, were you in a Harry Potter movie? Serio? Maybe as one of the villains? Slytherin? I was one of the background actors for Slytherin. I'm not a gamer, but I still don't associate with rats. I never snitched even at work. I had well, you're not a snitch if you're not. You can't call someone a snitch if someone's not a snitch if they're not gang related. Like, a snitch could only be someone that's from a gang or does criminal activity, because the purpose of someone snitching or being considered a rat or a snitch is that you guys agreed to do something illegal, right? So you guys made a pact to do something illegal, and now this person flips on you, right? He tells on you. That's why he's considered a snitch or a rat. So if you guys belong to no criminal organization and don't agree on to do something illegal, then therefore that person can't be a snitch nor a rat, because that's the reason, you know, for those words and those terms, you know, being associated to individuals, you know, from this world. Yes?
Can you tell Samantha to bring me all the towels that I wash?
That's the reason why. And the reason for those words is because it was tucked in code, you know, that way now law enforcement and everybody knows, but I'm saying that's why. But somewhere along the line, people don't school people and then they just fly with it. So technically the words lose their actual real purpose or meaning. But, you know. But regular day people shouldn't even be worried about stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, that's why they made the right choice in life, right? That's why they, they're the upholding citizens, because they made a better choice than these individuals. You know, they're righteous, citizens, and and are smarter than them. You know, so why go ahead and now think like them or try to behave like them? Why it stooped down to those levels? You get what I'm saying? Because then that makes you no better than them. You know, so it's kind of like you're gonna behave like a gang member, but without actually being from a gang. It's even worse than than that. Like, you should be better than that.
Better.
But I get what you mean though. Like, living to like high standard, like, don't turn on your homies and etc. like that. Like, take responsibility and for your actions and stuff like that. So yeah, that's the reason why I live by those morals. You know what I mean? Because I see it that way. But those who want to take the easy way out of stuff, I don't give a damn what they say, bro. No explanation is ever valid for why you're doing what you do. Tupac said it. Revenge is the sweetest joy. It shouldn't be, though. Saludos. Likewise, Güero. You school your youngsters? Yes, actually, I do. We even make them learn their California laws, because they have to know the California laws. You want to break the law, you got to know your law. You got to know what you can say and what you can't say. What you could upload, what you can't upload. You got to know your laws. That's why when people come on here and they tell me, oh, you dry snitching, oh, you can't post this, you can't post that. Like, learn your California law, right? Learn your fucking law first, and then come and try to tell me what I'm saying and what I can't say. You know what I mean? Because clearly you don't know your law at all. That's why you're talking reckless. You want to know the reason why people post these videos and everything like that, and the Huda doesn't raid their house? Because you know that they could just raid their house like that, at any moment with these videos up and stuff like that. You want to know why they don't do it? Take a good guess. My God, the people are just like, Like when people talk like that, it's like you don't know nothing about your damn fucking laws, as an individual. It's crazy. Oh, and trust me, we could get real. We could dive in. We could dive in. If you think I'm wrong, just hope you're well educated. Because it's important you know that, especially if you're somebody that's in the streets and stuff like that, dog. You want to break the law, fool, at least know your law first. Trying to jump in the pool, don't even know how to swim. And I remember, dog, when we used to get tested, like at the end of the week, bro, and if you would fail, you would get a 13-second beat down. Yes, is that serious? Because you're putting your homeboys in jeopardy not knowing your shit. It's like, damn, we gotta learn too now? Fuck. Look, if you want to join neighborhoods because you think that there's no rules here and you get to do whatever you want, whoever told you that is lying to you, bro. There's so many rules on this side, bro, it's not even fucking funny. So if you want to live with no rules and nothing, then this world is not for you, bro. Because there's all kinds of rules on this side. All kinds of shit you can't do and can't, like, you'll be surprised. So people really think that because they want to do whatever they want, and this life is not for you because you don't get to do whatever you want over here. I know that the news says that. I know that the news posts shit. These guys do whatever they want. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Targeting these people, then all propaganda for people to hate these individuals, but with lies, bro. You'll get society to turn on them with just the truth. I don't know why they got to spin all these lies for. Shut up. It's crazy what people do. That's what I'm saying. That it's never good to lie, even on no good individuals, bro. Trust me. Even with people, if you just tell them the truth, people will still won't side with them. Don't be afraid. Because when you tell lies, you're making it worse, Now people are now questioning your guys' agendas. And has these guys seesawing it now because they don't know who to believe. Nowadays, youngsters think fights are funny and it's all about winning and swear the generation. It's not that they're watered down. It's more that they're not educated. You know what I mean? Their morals are in different places. So I wouldn't say that they're watered down because watered down is more like they're softer and stuff like that. But it's more that they're uneducated. But when a student is uneducated, who do you have to blame for that, though? Person only reflects on the teachings. So if the teachers don't know how to teach, then these youngsters, of course, they lack the knowledge. So you got to blame the older homies for not schooling the youngsters. It's like, let them learn the hard way. Let them, no, they'll find out. Like, well, you're the older homie. You wouldn't want to, make sure your youngsters are. I'm telling you, before these bastards get in, bro, they're told everything, bro. They're told that they're shit, no one's gonna write to them, probably gonna die. They're told all of that, bro. I know that the news, movies, and everybody always says that we lie to them, that they'll get money, bitches. Bro, nobody tells nobody that, dog. I was never told none of that. I was never told I was gonna get women. I was told I was gonna get shot, killed, or end up in jail, and nobody was gonna. That's what I was told, and I said, fuck it. So when people be saying that, fools be saying all that, fucking, what are you talking about? Never once heard that from anybody. Talk about lies. Those are the real lies. In the 90s, it was beef on the streets. Nowadays, it's... Yeah. Has be Cobra. What are you doing? What's good? Shout out to the patch. Lefty. Woo woo. What up, Shadow? That's right. Oh, you already know, my boy. Gotta put you guys on overtime. Nah, we were live yesterday. We were live. Remember, some guy was calling you out for making fun of the homeless fool. That fool said que te quiere cantar un tiro. Someone snitched on me in elementary. How are you gonna snitch on you in elementary, my boy? You mean he reported you? He didn't snitch on you. He reported you. That joke about the teacher. Also, he reported you to the teacher for misbehaving. Nobody is bigger than the program. Facts. Yet everybody thinks they are. Y faltó de September 15th. California is too fucking. California, you can't even say California because there's madre everywhere, bro, everywhere. Even in places that have like strict dictators with all these rules and everything like that, people think if you put harsher punishments and stuff like that, that will fix situations. It's not. It's not. You know, putting stricter punishments and policies or removing stuff is not going to change the overall chaos that happens in the world. The only way to fix chaos is by understanding what creates chaos to begin with and homing in on that. But people don't want to home in on what causes these problems. They rather stay focused on the problem at hand. That's what's here, instead of what actually creates these problems. You know, because they don't want to learn. They don't want to sit down and listen, bro. Because they feel like, you know, that it's pointless. These people have no reason. Why should I sit down and have to listen to you know, what they have to say and stuff like that? You know, because they see them as worthless. So it's like, but that's the reason why this problem hasn't gotten fixed. Because these guys tell you what the problem is for years in every documentary and every interview that you see them interview. Not even just here in California, but the ones in Russia and China and Japan. And people hear all the time when somebody comes on here, when it's somebody from the streets, and they tell why or what created them or why they chose to be a part of this life and stuff like that. It's the same story over and over and over and over again. And these people are just not repeating the lie. It's because that's what it really is. But you want to know what the thing is? That society refuses to believe that that's what's the problem. You want to know why? Because now they have to look at themselves in the mirror. And who the hell wants to look at themselves in the mirror? Who wants to own up to that? Nobody, bro. You're not going to blame me, who's not a gang member, and I'm a tax-paying, you know, citizen who, you know, goes to church. Yes, because that makes you a good person, huh? That means that you make no mistakes. You know what I mean? People don't want to own up to their mistakes, bro. Plain and simple. You know what I mean? They gentrify areas, and gangs still exist. They remove these individuals, they do a sweep, they hit them with RICO acts, and they swoop up people and everything. Guess what? The gangs are still there. They remove this, they do this, they hit them with lives and everything. Guess what? Problems are still here, bro. They do everything except the one thing that they actually have to do. It's like, okay, realize why these individuals became this way. Ah, oh, nah, fuck that, nah. They're not gonna blame me. Chales. As a problem, people think just because they go to church or they're not gang related that they don't commit errors or they don't make mistakes. There's a reason why a majority of gang members, kids don't become gang members. There's a reason for that. It's rare, but it happens. You know, like in my case, you'll have, you know, some who's, you know, like my parents were gang, you know, choose to be from the streets. But it's rare, though. A majority of homeboys' kids don't become from the streets, and there's a reason for that. You want to know why? Because these individuals do the opposite of what their parents did with them. Facts. I guarantee you none of these individuals do the exact same thing that their parents did. They do the opposite. That's why their kids don't become a part of the streets. Because 9 times out of 10, gang members' parents were not gang related at all. Yet these people became gang members. And it's funny how gang members' kids don't end up becoming gang members. Isn't that funny how that works that way, huh? It's a trip. But nobody pays attention to that. Nobody ever pays attention to that shit. What's good with you, Big D? What's cracking lacking? Go subscribe to Big D's channel right there. Do you think get jumped or pressed if I buy Gil's merch? No. I'm from Sacramento. No. People know what his message is and his movement and stuff like that. They already know. And plus, his merch is not like it's not Southside related. Um, people are aware. You have to respect where you at. You know what I mean? Like if you choose to go wearing something that you know is going to be disrespectful towards them, then it's like they kind of take it like you're doing it on purpose or whatever. But that's why on his merch he doesn't put nothing like that on his merchandise. Because like why put people in jeopardy who have nothing to do with the streets? You get what I'm saying? He actually thinks smart. He could have just been like put like South Side or whatever. You know what I mean? But like why do that though? Saludos, respeto. That's right. Jose Rodriguez was good, my boy. Damn, you must have been with some ladies. I guess I was schooled right. I guess because probably because all my family's from my neighborhood, so they kind of like what I mean. Like any mistake I would have made, they would kind of regulate. Pretty harsh too. So it's kind of like So from a young age, I had to live by these rules and stuff like that. And yeah, my wife, me and my wife been right here. You gotta stay, humble. Because you want to know if you could trust an individual, if an individual's with you, you gotta see how he treats his woman.
Can you put half hot and half cold?
Because how an individual treats his woman will tell you a lot about the individual. If he's willing to lie and cheat to the women, though, to the woman that he sleeps with every night, with the mother of his children, then what makes you think he's gonna really have your back when it really comes down to it? Like when shit really hits the fans, if he's willing to throw his girl under the bus, my boy, who he sleeps with, who is the mother of his children, if he's doing all this dirty, shady shit to her, what makes you think that when his shit really hits the fans that he's really gonna have your back? You know what I mean? And that's why you should never behave in those manners, because if it becomes easy to treat somebody like this, then you'll start thinking that you'll get away with it over here and over there, and why not behave that way? You know what I mean? Since you're getting all the benefit from it, so it starts going to your ego. So that's why fools like that are no good, bro.
I was over there in the garage, and I had got some of these, where my mom has them, and I guess one little moment, you know how they have that big ass fucking carpet wrapped up in the plastic and everything? Well, I guess I must have moved something where it moved that. So I'm trying to catch it, but it's so big, so it's like tilting. So then I'm all like going like that.
You dancing with it?
I was like, oh my God.
You were ballroom dancing?
That freaking carpet is heavy as hell.
The last Aztec I sent my G. Hey, likewise, carnal. Green light on the crazy hole. Yeah, 626 hates him for some reason. I don't know.
I'm gonna turn the light on. Can you close the curtain right there?
Yeah, that's crazy. Oh, I know. Hey, what's going on with AEW? My boy, it's kind of like they're hitting a little. They're hitting a little downfall themselves, my boy. You have all these fools that are leaving and that are not happy and satisfied. Oh no, another WCW. You find out. Nah, they do wild out though. Seriously, no, but that's the drugs. What's up, my G? Saludos de Koreatown. That's right. Shout out to Koreatown. It's crazy out here in Georgia. Is it? Then you find out that they wait outside with a shotgun. Better vote for the right person. That's why I go to church, brother, because I made so yeah. Likewise, that's why when people be like hating on an individual for trying to like better their life, like why, bro? Like why are you hating on that individual for bettering their life? Now they want to better their life. All of a sudden, you think that makes them soft and weenie. Like if now this decision all of a sudden erases everything they have ever done. Like just the shit that some individuals say, bro. It's like it makes me scratch my head and wonder, like damn, bro, like why do you think what you say is like correct? Like why do you think that like? The lack of education to individuals, bro, is crazy. Is BNWAP crew in the valley? Yeah, actually, it is, bro. I remember I used to have a homie from there. There was like it had like 45 guys or something like that, bro. But they were pretty large. My father was in a gang. I'm not one yet. Who said yet? How old are you? I'll be able to tell you. That's crazy. There's no one in my family was a gang member. I'm telling you, majority of homies' families are not gang related, bro, at all. Tell my little homies to get their GED in high school to go to. Yeah, I told them when they, hey, we're right here posting. Why? Go to school, my boy. The block ain't going nowhere. The street is not going nowhere. Cállate to the varrio after school. The block ain't going nowhere, my boy. You know what I mean? You're not down and crazy for missing school and stuff like that. You're a fucking idiot. Go to school and come after. The block is not going nowhere. You know what I mean? They say it like if we're gonna be proud that they're not missing. Like, man, get your asses to fucking school, fool. No lie, fools. We had the homie before. I'll never forget this too. We're posted, right? And one of the homies calls, right? And we were posted in the hood already, you know, because we had gotten dropped off in the school, but we walked to the neighborhood. And I remember my homie Payaso, he came right to the neighborhood or whatever. He asked to see where we were at. Oh, posted in the hood. That fool's like, that's right, homie. I'm gonna pull up real quick. That fool rolls up, fool. And you know, heater in hand and everything, my boy. That fool says to get in the car. So we got in the car, and that fool took us to school, my boy. And that was like, after school's over, you guide it to the hood all you want, my boy. And I was like, damn, are you being serious right now? Because we thought, like, we were like, nah, this was playing, you know? He's like, nah, get the fuck out of the car and be serious. I was like, oh shit, this was being serious, dog. So we got out the car, and he's like, yeah, guide it to the hood after, my boy. He's like, Expensa, I had to do it this way, but I'm doing it for you guys' own good. So yeah, we went to school that day because we respected the older homie, you know what I mean? And so, you know, it's like, you know. But yeah, that's what our older homies, you know, that's what I'm saying. Like, but see, the news doesn't know that part. The news and the TV shows and the movies, they don't show that part. They don't show what the homies do and stuff like that. All they show is just a negative. Even like when somebody, you know, any homie that bangs right here knows that if a homie, you know, does something to somebody who's not gang related or innocent people are getting hurt or women and children, you know that you're going to get punished for shit like that. You know that it's going to go all bad for you as soon as you go to the block. You know they're going to regulate it, you know, because neighborhoods don't let shit like that slide. They don't fucking allow that kind of behavior. But see, the news doesn't cover that. The news, you know, the movies and all, they don't show none of that part. So these fools think that these fools are just wilding out and there's no repercussions for those, you know, those kind of shit, you know? They just see whatever the hell these people post and propaganda. Now, I'm not saying that to make these guys look better, justify the stuff or whatever. But I'm meaning that you're lying to these kids thinking that they could do whatever they want when they can't. I guarantee you, if these fools knew that all the regulations that came with it, they'll probably be like, oh shit, man, I'm trying to get fucked up for this. Like, I thought I was gonna be able to do whatever they because you know, you get that, you know, that image thinking that you get to do whatever you want when you don't. At all. Not even close. You know what I'm saying? I remember we had robbed in the Lotero, man, whatever. We thought we were cool and like, yeah. We told the homies proudly and they were like, Kyle, get right here in the middle. 4 vatos, 13 seconds. Like, what? Why? What did I do? I'm over here thinking that y'all fools were going to give me a high five. They did, but with their fist. Like, damn, serio like that? Fuck, I guess. Well, you know, you chunk, you know, you dust yourself off and, you know, they tell you, yeah, it was for your own good and stuff like that. Like, all right. You know, teach you a lesson you'll never forget. And you don't make the same mistake twice. Like, yeah, we ain't gonna do that no more. Like, all right, make sure we don't do that again. Scratch that off the list. But we showed up all like happy thinking that we are gonna be like, homies were gonna give us high fives and shit. It went the opposite. I was like, damn, I guess. They gave us an ass whooping we'll never forget.
Great.
At first, some of the homies were butthurt. You know, I knew that.
It's not
Okay,
that
you know, if the
close yet.
homies did it, then it was what it was. Some homies were mad, like, yeah, why, man? Well, we did what we thought, you know, because we thought that, you know, we didn't do nothing wrong, you know, at the time. But you know, you learn as you go, pues. You know, you just can't be doing shit like that to your own people and stuff like that. It's because people see all the chaos and they think that they just like you can do stuff randomly, but everything is done. Like certain people get targeted for there's a reason for it, so it's not just everything is not just done because. 13 and 11, yeah. Always use Who says reference?
Those are my pants, right?
Yeah, they just play sport. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, my kids are the same way, my boy. My kids are not, you know.
Yeah, just throw them on my bed.
You know, they're good kids and stuff like that. But see, that's because we paid attention to our kids. Like we implanted ourselves in their lives. Like asked them, you know, their hobbies, their, you know what I mean? Like we were actually in there compared to like our parents weren't really, you know. I mean, they would work and they would put food on the table, but they weren't really like. We didn't really have a bond, I guess you could say. Like we didn't have a relationship, I guess. You know what I mean? Like they pretty much just, you know, fed us and clothed us, but like as in like actually having a relationship with us, there was none. You know? So obviously you're gonna want to look for that relationship somewhere else.
How much
You know?
homework you have? That's it.
And that's why I try to hammer home to people how important that is. But there's people that think that just like that, something like that, how much, like, is it possible it could really make that much of a difference? Like, yes, dog, yes. You know, but there's people that just rather do themselves instead.
It's slipper season.
Aren't those yours?
Yeah, they're mine, but I'm just saying.
Where were they at?
Under the bed.
God,
All
bro.
the way under the bed.
And where mine are not?
I don't know where your slippers are at.
You steal them.
I don't.
When I was
Get
just
started
started
on
school,
that
we started teaching.
Are you gonna get sour stuff in here?
Growing, it's like growing your family takes first, especially when orphans and first. Yeah, bro, it's crazy. Oh no, I'm 23. Nah, you're good, bro. You're set. There's no way in hell you're gonna join the neighborhood now. You know what I mean? If you didn't make it already, my boy, then you're in a good path, my boy. You're on your way to a good path. Don't be no Shia LaBeouf getting in at the age of like 40. Well, I don't know how old he is, but I know he's not young no more. I know he can't be. He's easily in his 40s probably already. Right? How do you think Shia LaBeouf is?
Let me Google it real quick.
Shia LaBeouf has to be in his 40s already, carnal. That vato barely getting jumped into a barrio. Was busting a Chris Brown, a Lil Wayne, a Birdman got jumped in at the age of like 55, no? Someone had to hold his cane? Damn, Birdman.
He's 36 years old.
Oh, he's 36? You see what I mean? So he probably got jumped in like at 30, 34, 33. No, mami, Shia LaBeouf. Pinche vato. That was strictly for attention. Nothing more. It is no matter if they can't ever serve me. Yeah, bro. Seriously. Haters just exist. I changed my life for the better. Yeah, you know, it teaches us some good morals. I wouldn't say it was done the best way, but if we live long enough to be able to realize it all, because, you know, it's a gamble, you know what I mean? It's a blessing to be alive, that you survive the game or whatever, as long as we have survived.
He's Jewish.
Is he Jewish?
Mm-hmm. His mom is Jewish.
I thought he was French.
His dad.
So he was half French, no?
I think so. Could be some shit.
I think the Shia LaBeouf. Where was it? I thought he was Gabacho. The first time I got jumped, it was like, what do you think about pigs using dirty tactics to go the truth out of you. Like example. No. You don't have to give no examples. I already know that who'd I be doing dirty shit. They have done dirty shit to be enough time for me to know. You know what I mean? Yeah, they have done a lot of illegal shit. Illegal shit, bro. I have told the story once already on here where them fools had even kept my homeboys. He had a bunch of yayo, and the fools kept it. But the agreement was that they're gonna let us go as long as we don't say nothing, right? But they kept all that clavo. And at first, my homie was mad. You know what I mean? Because he thought he was getting robbed or whatever the fuck. But yeah, they let us go. They kept the clavo, my boy, and they let us go, bro. Palabra, phone, everything I love, homie. They kept all that yayo, my boy, and they let us go. Because at first the homies were like, fuck you. And the homies were like, hey, fool, just let him keep that shit for you. You know? Because we had weapons on us and everything, my boy. They gave the heater back to the homie. The trueno. But they kept the clavo, fool. But see, when we tell these stories, fool, people are not going to believe us. They're going to think that we're fucking lying and stuff like that. But it's like, bro, believe what you want. When all these fools be telling all these stories and people thought we were lying, but now the body cam is capturing all this shit and it's like, oh, now maybe there might have been some truth to what we were saying. Bro, there was no reason for us to lie back then, homie. What these fools were doing is because that's what they were doing. Because people have to keep it in mind, they're regular humans beings just like everybody else. So just like they're going to give into temptation and they're going to give into their feelings or their, whatever. Just like anybody else would, bro. Just because they're law enforcement doesn't make them immune to that. So they were doing a lot of shit that they weren't supposed to do. I'm telling you, they used to beat the shit out of us. They used to drop us off at our enemy's neighborhood. There was one time they had dropped us off, one of our at our rivals, bro. And then fools had even told the rivals that, hey, these guys are from so, and they drove off, right? And at first, them fools didn't come up and walk up to us, right? Because they thought the Huda was trying to trick them. And we were thinking the same thing, too. We were like, oh, okay, the Huda's going to bust a bitch right now and come back for us. You know what I mean? And yeah, that fool never came back, my boy. And these fools were like, orale, so, So then these fools started dumping, and, we had to take off, we started running, because them fools already shooting and stuff like that. But we could have got smoked. Luckily, none of us got hit, right? It was me and four of my boys. None of us got hit, but to let you know some of the shit that these fools were doing back then, and that's facts, bro. Because they were getting mad, they would lock us up. We kept coming out, so these fools were just like, okay, hopefully we'll just take them over there. Hopefully these fools just kill each other and shit like that. You get what I mean? Probably because of frustration or whatever.
You know what I just realized? That I had washed your old sweater.
I know, I had seen it. I don't know why.
I thought it was your new sweater, but I'm just realizing that right now.
But yeah, that's crazy, bro. Like what these will do.
That I have washed his old sweater.
And I say this, they need more education on like how to handle their emotions better, because a lot of these hudas don't know how to carry themselves. They carry themselves very unprofessional when it comes to dealing with people. They're short-tempered, they're hot-headed, they're ego tripping. They don't know how to, when they walk into a scenario, they don't know how to de-escalate things. They only know how to escalate them further because they're not properly educated, They're not properly trained and shown on how to do none of that stuff. They react just on their emotions too, making the shit worse. That's why you see all these shit just, there could have been, like when they investigate, what happens, whatever, they see that there could have been a better way to go about things. But yeah, you don't train your officers for that, though. You don't show them none of that. You train them fucking physically, and then you send them out there in the field because they pass all the physical training. What about the emotional training that they have to go through mentally? Because, everything's getting, pushed to the limits out there. Their religion, their sexuality, their morals, their religion, everything, bro, is getting tested and insulted. And they're seeing a bunch of stuff that, normal people, aren't used to handling and stuff like that. So their emotions are running loose, bro. So you got to train them how to, how to read scenarios, how to de-escalate stuff. But they don't train them in that, bro. They don't show them none of that, though. They just do the course, my boy, and then bam, you set, you ready. Yeah, I get it as, their job, has to do with physical, but a majority of their job is mental, bro. You know, because you had these criminals trying to lie to them and deceive them or trying to fool them about how they said they have to be able to know how to read the scenario and they're not trained for that, bro. How do you expect them to do their fucking jobs? You know, that's why they don't do their jobs right for that reason, though. That's why it's like, oh, he shot a guy, the guy only had an eraser or some shit like that. Well, yeah, because you don't show these fools to read body language and none of that, bro. Throw them out there, you know, with just, you know, maybe he got in a high-speed chase or maybe he fell while he was trying to catch him. So now when he gets to him, now he's just mad. So now his emotions going to take over because you don't know how to, you know, show them how to de-escalate stuff and how to put themselves on check. So you have now an angry person out there with now a pistol in his hand. What do you think he's going to do? And just use, okay, yeah, I'm a police officer, so I'm pretty sure I won't get that much of in trouble or whatever. That's why you get all these incidents. You don't properly train your law enforcement officers. And it's not because I'm here to say F the police and stuff like that, because that's ridiculous. You need law enforcement. And now you're going to get chaos in the world and stuff like that. Saying train your officers better, not defund the police and everything like you have all these idiots saying. Because I guarantee you, if there was no police and shit was to go to shit, you would want them back. Just properly educate and train your law enforcement officers. Not remove them and ban them and F them and everything. Because some of them are good people. They're just trying to do their fucking jobs. But some of them have a chip on their shoulder, my boy, and they're just out there to, you know what I mean? To stroke their own egos. A lot of them are like that. Not all of them, though, because there's some that are feedmen, like I said, you know? But a lot of them are hassled, though. Sad, really. And that's the reason why a lot of people don't have trust in these people, because a lot of them do a lot of dirty, scandalous shit. And I know everyday other people, they don't see it, so to them, they think that these criminals are lying and we're over-exaggerating. Yeah, because you don't have to deal with the nonsense, because you live in an area that never has to deal with none of that. So therefore, you think these guys are good law-abiding citizens when they're not. And you know what's even more crazier? The piece of shit cops and everything like that and all of that, just like the teachers, they're going to send all of those people to the ghettos because who cares about those areas? And you're going to keep your elite teachers and your elite police officers that know how to behave and everything like that in the nice areas where because of the money. You know what I mean? That's why you make sure that then people are well taken care of. So that's why all the bad teachers and all the, cops that don't know how to behave get sent to the fucking ghettos. And then you wonder why these areas keep, being stuck the way that they are. When you have the worst teachers and the worst law enforcement in the worst areas. How do you expect the areas to better themselves? But who cares, right? Because, that's the ghetto. Who really cares about that, right? We got to take care of our elite folks right here. They're the ones that have the pockets, And then they wonder why there's chaos in the planet. But I'm just saying, like I said, I never come on here like to be one of these guys who's going to be like, F the PD and blah, blah, blah. For what? Just because I think that's what people want to hear and it's going to give me likes and views. It's fucking ridiculous. We're here to speak facts, not what people want to hear. All right, ladies and gentlemen, well, we out. I got to use the restroom. You gonna eat rice for that?
Well, yeah.